Hey, what's going on, Diamond Gang? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you again. This is from HNHH this time, and it is about the Central Park Five, Raymond Santana, and he discusses life after receiving his $8.2 million settlement. The article is by Brianna Lawson, and it says, since receiving a portion of his $41 million lawsuit, Raymond Santana discussed how he is using his money to take care of his family and aid in his social activism. After the Ava DuVernay produced Netflix series When They See Us was a release, viewers were reintroduced to the Central Park Five, wrongly convicted of assaulting a white jogger back in 1989. The five teenage boys were sentenced to years in prison. The New York Supreme Court Justice eventually vacated the group's R and assault charges in 2002. But the men were still subject to public opinion and the lasting effect of the trauma experienced behind bars. All five men were granted $41 million in a settlement. For Raymond Santana, his $8.2 million portion of the settlement was more than enough for him to create a life that he very much deserved. During the interview with Piers Thomas on Piers' Panic Room, Santana talked about what he's been doing since receiving the settlement. And this is Mr. Santana right here next to Ava, the creator of the Netflix series When They See Us. It continues to say, the first thing I did was take care of my family and made sure that they were straight. For me, this was a lot of money and I didn't know what to do. So I just sat, he said. I quit work. We did the film with Ava. We were running around promoting, and then I was in the circuit. Yusef and I, which is another one of the people that were involved in the Central Park Five, they did a lot of public speaking. So we spoke at universities and schools. We had been doing that since 2004 and 2005, but When They See Us came out, it catapulted us to a new platform, so it made everybody want to book us, he continued. When Santana did admit to doing a little splurging, he acknowledged that the Netflix series gave him a better opportunity to involve himself in social activism. Since the release of the series, Raymond tied the knot with Flavor Love star Delicious and has devoted much of his life to advocating for prison reform. And this is the end of the article. This is just a short article. Actually, it's an update to one of my videos. Actually, it was my first viral video. It wasn't a really good video. I gotta admit, I can laugh about it now, you know what I mean? But yeah, it exists. Okay? So, but it was my first viral video, and this is basically an update on one of the members of the Central Park Five who was wrongly accused. Back then, they were called for publicly hanging them in the street by the former Orange in Chief at the time, and so many other things. Also, the the prosecutor at the time, to my knowledge, if I'm wrong, I have no problem saying I was wrong. She did not admit her wrong in, the way she prosecuted these five boys. She felt as though justice was served and that the people that she put in jail, the five boys at the time, were the sole rightful, defendants in the case, but that wasn't the truth. Turns out it was another man that was responsible for it, and he did confess to the crime, which led to the five men having their sentences vacated. So it is what it is. I'm glad that he's doing well. I'm glad that he's living the life that he was robbed of. And I hope to hear more from him, Yusef, and the rest of the Central Park Five in the coming future. And I wish them all the best, them and their families. So with that being said, thank you so much for coming to my channel. Thank you so much for watching my video. And with that, I will get with you guys in the next one.